Hi all. I just thought I'd check in and sort of say hello and just see how everybody's doing in lockdown and just give a bit of an update of what's going on. I did this a little bit in lockdown 1, which feels like a long time ago now. So I thought we'd do it again. Hopefully it's a nice way of saying hello and just connecting with people rather than just sending out an email. So where are we? Updates. So everything is, as you know, you've been through week 1, so I'm sure you know that until further notice, we're assuming that everything's going to be online. We did our best to do blended learning last semester, but obviously now we can't even do that, so we're just taking everything online. So if your timetable currently has maybe a practical and it's based in the sports hall or the lab or whatever, ignore that. That is probably just going to be an online lecture until further notice. Jerry in timetabling just said it's really difficult just to amend all of those in one hit. She's going to try and do some of them so they become online, but just to avoid confusion, you should just be getting your links through for Teams from your tutors. We'd love to get everybody back in at some point. We think that'd be really good if towards the end of the year, maybe after Easter even, we can get everybody in. I know I've got like a S&C based module, and it would be great to get in the S&C lab for a few sessions, or even get out on the 3G pitch for some testing or whatever. So that would be really good. But we don't know. We just get that the information comes through from Boris on the news the same time it gets through to you. Then the higher ups at uni and Central Uni have a meeting about the updates, and that filters down to us, and then we filter that out to you. So we don't get anything, any extra information or any different information that you don't get. So yeah, it just kind of sucks. We had a really positive meeting with our student reps this week. They didn't have anything major to say really. They said, yeah, we're all kind of used to it now. We somewhat know what we're doing. So everything seemed quite positive from them. But if you do want to feed back to them, one of the comments from the student reps was that they often don't get feedback, and that's really difficult at the moment because they're not, socializing as they would be, where they're picking up the vibe of different people or whatever. So if you want to feed anything to your course rep, please do so. And if you don't know who your course reps are, just chuck me an email and I'll send you out a list, rather than, I don't want to go through them all now, and if I forget someone I'd be embarrassed. So send me an email if you want to get in touch with them, and I'll let you know who they are. Could I just ask everybody to check their diet of modules? We've had lots of people with strange module choices, and just make sure that you've got all your compulsory modules that you should have. You've got 120 CATs selected at each level. If you've got any problems or you're not sure, you think your diet of modules looks a bit odd, just speak to your personal tutor and say, can you just run me through this? Because as time goes on, that becomes more difficult to change. So if we need to make any changes to your modules, we need to do that quickly. And I know staff are just kind of really up against it at the moment. Which just brings me to my next point, that if you can just kind of bear with us. I know I've got half a dozen people wanting a conversation about feedback from assessment work that they've had marked last semester. It's just really chaotic at the moment, and we're all trying to convert everything we were going to do in a practical to make a video or come up with other methods. So, our modules that we had all lined up and ready to rock have kind of gone by the wayside, and we're starting again. So it's a little bit chaotic. And we've also got lots of students who are in sort of difficult situations, and we're trying to kind of deal with those students first and get everything through. So if anybody's a bit slow in answering emails, I apologise, and we'll kind of get back to you as soon as we can with all that sort of thing. Usually what happens is the first 2 weeks of term are really chaotic for us, and then we get into the rhythm of we know what's kind of going on, and everyone's a bit settled down, and everything kind of calms down a little bit. So if you're waiting for something from someone, just kind of bear with, and I'm sure we'll get to you. Next bit, level 6s. Hopefully you'll have watched or turned up to the talk from Marc de Saint-Croix on new ways to approach your dissertation, because you won't be able to collect data now other than some specific circumstances. So if you're unsure of what you're doing, please go back and watch the Microsoft Teams video that Mark would have put up on Moodle. I haven't checked that, but I'm sure he would have done that. Or contact your dissertation supervisor to see exactly what you should be doing. But there's going to be, I'm going to guess for most people, rather than now collecting data, it's going to be a case of generating your own data. And we've got methods by which we kind of need to do that. So if you can address that, that will be great. Coming up over the next month for level 6s, which is really important, certainly really important to me, because it'd be good not to get fired or whatever. We've got the National Student Survey is coming up. So that is a survey that all level 6s, or in fact some level 5s, like if you're on a foundation degree and you're effectively completing your degree, you'd be leaving. So anybody at the final stage is asked to complete nationally. Then those statistics are sort of brought together, and we're sort of ranked into how satisfied you guys were with the course effectively, and then we look at your comments in preparation for next year. I would suggest that if you want something changed or updated, or you're not happy with the way we do something, the NSS isn't the perfect way really to tell us, because you as a level 6 student will put it into the NSS survey now, and then we get that fed back to us in August, and you're gone by then, so you don't get the benefit of that. So again, I would encourage you, if you have any problems or questions, or you're not happy with X, Y, or Z, just feed that back through either to us directly, or you can go and speak to your course reps. That would probably be a more immediate or acute mechanism of getting feedback or getting a solution to the whatever issue it is that you have. We've scored really well in the NSS over the last couple of years, so hoping to do that again. That would be great. So hopefully I know despite kind of lockdown, hopefully you can see that we've sort of done our best to get everybody through it, and hopefully that's reflected in some positive scores. I'm quite keen to beat sports therapy this year because they beat us last year, so I'm factoring that in. Great, so that'll be coming in. The NSS will be coming in soon, and we'll probably do a meeting to explain what it is in more detail, and I'll ask you to complete it. But you might get pestered from kind of marketing department as well by email. And when I say pestered, I mean prompted and encouraged. So great, that's kind of all the official kind of updates from me. In our course rep meeting, one of the issues brought up actually was that it's hard for everybody to connect, and you've got no socials going on and that sort of thing. I don't know. My best idea is we could run a end of the week online Zoom pub quiz sort of thing, and you guys could have a non-alcoholic drink, and we could do something like that. That's the best I've got. So if that's of interest, chuck me an email and just say, yes, quiz sounds good, or that might just be the lamest idea you've ever heard. I don't know. But really maybe individuals from courses or from different levels could organise your own online group socials or whatever, and I could facilitate that through Teams. If you just said, well, why don't all the level 4s, level 5s, level 6s all get together, have a little drink or whatever. I don't mind facilitating the link up via just organising Teams, and I probably wouldn't join and just let you guys do it. Other than that, yeah, be safe. If anybody's got any major concerns, if you're stuck on your own, if there's anything we can help with, please let us know. We obviously see you in lectures, we get emails from you, but we don't get that same feel really as when we see you around campus. So if there's anything we can do to help you out in your individual lockdown situation, please let us know. I'm really sorry it sucks. I wish we were in as normal, and I wish you guys were all playing sport and doing your usual socials and stuff, but this is the hand we're dealt, and I'm sure we'll all get through it as a team. So questions, please shout. Other than that, kind of be safe and have a brilliant weekend. Cheers all.